You have big dreams. Like, really big dreams. You want the career, the financial freedom, the life that actually feels like yours. But then you open your phone, and suddenly it is 2 hours later and you have done absolutely nothing. Sound familiar? You are not broken, you are not lazy, and you are definitely not alone. Because here is what nobody tells you about ambition. Wanting something badly and consistently doing the work to get there are two completely different skills, and most people only develop one of them. Today, we are going to fix that. This video is for every woman who has a vision board, a notes app full of ideas, and a to-do list that never seems to get shorter. Because I am not going to tell you to wake up at 5 a.m. I am not going to tell you to hustle harder. I am going to tell you the truth. And then I am going to show you exactly how to work with your brain instead of against it. Let me start by saying something that might feel uncomfortable. Laziness is almost never actually laziness. When you find yourself scrolling instead of starting. When you write the same goal down for the third month in a row. When you know what you need to do but you just do not do it. That is not a character flaw. That is your nervous system protecting you. From what? From failure, from judgment, from finding out that maybe you tried your hardest and it still was not enough. Staying stuck feels safe. Starting feels dangerous. So your brain, which is literally designed to keep you safe and save energy, chooses the couch every single time. This is called self-protection. And once you understand that, you can stop beating yourself up and start working smarter. Here is another thing. Ambitious people often have the highest standards, which means starting anything feels like a massive commitment. You do not just want to start the business, you want to start it perfectly. You do not just want to go to the gym, you want the perfect workout plan, the perfect schedule, the perfect gym bag. And while you are waiting for perfect, nothing moves. This is called perfectionism paralysis, and it is one of the most common reasons highly ambitious women stay stuck. The bar you have set for yourself is so high that the gap between where you are and where you want to be feels impossible. So instead of taking a messy, imperfect step forward, you take no step at all. So what do you actually do about it? Let me give you the exact strategies that work when you are someone who thinks big but struggles to execute. Strategy 1. Stop relying on motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are temporary. You are not going to feel motivated every day. In fact, most days, you will not feel motivated at all. The top 1% do not wait to feel ready. They have systems, they have routines, they have non-negotiables that happen regardless of how they feel. Think about brushing your teeth. You do not wait until you feel motivated to brush your teeth. You just do it because it is a habit. That is the goal. Build your ambition into your daily structure so it does not depend on how you feel. Start small. Embarrassingly small. Not 1 hour of work. 10 minutes, not the whole business plan. 1 paragraph, not the full workout. 10 squats. The goal is not the output. The goal is the identity. You are becoming someone who shows up every single day, even on the days you do not feel like it. Strategy 2. Use the 2-minute rule. This one is simple, but it works. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. Reply to that email. Write down that idea. Send that message. Book that appointment. The reason this works is because starting is always the hardest part. Once you do the 2-minute task, your brain gets a hit of dopamine. You feel productive, and that feeling makes it easier to keep going. Most people underestimate how many big things start with a 2-minute action. Strategy 3. Design your environment for success. Willpower is a limited resource. Every time you have to resist distraction, you use a little bit of it up. And once it is gone, good luck. So stop relying on willpower. Design your environment so the right choice is the easy choice. Phone in another room when you work. Laptop on the table the night before so it is ready. Workout clothes laid out so there is no excuse in the morning. Journal on your pillow so you see it before bed. The less friction between you and your goal, the more likely you are to actually do it. And the more friction between you and your distraction, the easier it is to stay on track. Your environment is either working for you or against you. Make it work for you. Strategy 4. Reframe the task. Ambitious but lazy people often avoid tasks because they feel overwhelming or pointless in isolation. Why would I write one LinkedIn post if nobody is going to see it anyway? Why would I save $50 this month when I need $5,000? Why would I send one application when I need a whole new career? This kind of thinking kills momentum before it even starts. Here is the reframe. You are not writing one post. You are building the habit of showing up online. You are not saving $50. You are becoming someone who invests in their future. You are not sending one application. You are activating a process that compounds over time. Every single action is a vote for the person you are becoming, not the result, the identity. When you see it that way, no action is too small to matter. Strategy 5. Schedule your laziness. Yes, you heard that right. One of the biggest mistakes ambitious people make is treating rest like a failure. They feel guilty for watching Netflix. They feel bad for doing nothing on a Sunday. And that guilt actually makes them less productive, not more. Because guilt drains energy. And energy is what you need to execute. So give yourself permission to be lazy. On purpose. Schedule it. Saturday afternoon is my do-nothing time. Sunday morning I sleep in and I do not check my phone. When rest is planned and guilt-free, it actually recharges you. And when it is over, you come back sharper, clearer, and more ready to move. Rest is not the enemy of ambition. Unplanned, guilt-ridden rest is. Strategy 6. Find your activation energy. Every person has a different trigger that gets them into flow. For some people, it is music. For others, it is a specific coffee shop. For some, it is a 10-minute walk before they sit down to work. For others, it is a specific playlist or a particular candle or putting on actual clothes instead of staying in pajamas. Figure out yours. What is the thing that signals to your brain, it is time to work now? Once you find it, use it every single time. Over time, your brain will associate that trigger with focus and action, and getting started will become so much easier. Strategy 7. Stop waiting for the right time. There is no right time. There will never be a right time. When you have more money, you will want more. When you have more time, you will fill it with something else. When the kids are older, something else will come up. When work calms down, a new thing will demand your attention. The right time is a myth that keeps ambitious people stuck forever. The only time you have is now. Not tomorrow. Not Monday. Not the first of next month. Right now. What is one thing, one tiny thing, you could do in the next 10 minutes that moves you even slightly closer to what you want? Do that. Do it before this video is even over. Here is the truth about ambition and laziness. They are not opposites. Some of the most ambitious people in the world are also the ones who struggle the most with execution, because a big vision is actually harder to start than a small one. The stakes feel higher. The fear of failing feels bigger. The gap between where you are and where you want to be feels wider. But here is what I know. The women who actually get there are not the ones who never felt lazy. They are the ones who figured out how to move anyway. Not perfectly, not consistently every single day without fail, but enough. Enough to keep the momentum going. Enough to keep saying yes to themselves even when it is inconvenient. Enough to close the gap, little by little, week by week, until one day they look up and realize they are already living the life they used to just dream about. That can be you. It will be you. If you stop waiting to feel ready and start deciding to move. Pick one strategy from this video, just one, and use it today. Not tomorrow, today. You are ambitious for a reason. That vision inside of you is not an accident, it is a direction. Now start walking. If this video spoke to you, hit the like button and share it with a friend who needs to hear it. And if you are building your career, your finances, or your mindset, She Wins is exactly where you need to be. Subscribe so you never miss a video. See you. Keep winning.